A new report from the City of Vancouver and Natural Resources Canada has outlined the impact a 7.2 magnitude earthquake could have on the City of Vancouver and what neighborhoods in the city are in high-risk areas. In the report, Vancouver's West End, Yaletown, the downtown East Side, Kitsilano, Fairview, and Mount Pleasant areas are the highest risk of damage from a large earthquake. The report also stated that if a large earthquake centered at the Georgia Strait were to occur, there would be over 1,300 casualties and over 6,000 privately owned buildings that would be damaged in the city. The co-author of the report also stated that the economic impact the city could see would be north of $17 billion and over $30 billion province-wide.
If we don't fix these buildings, then when an earthquake happens, people are going to be out of those houses and those homes and those buildings anyways. And it's just that everybody will be out all at once while we have to rebuild everything, as opposed to maybe some programs where we might have to move people out to fix a building, but we can do it in stages and kind of work towards it slowly over many years or even decades.
Hobbs also stated in the report that there are 3 problematic building types that should take priority with the retrofitting process: older concrete high-rises in the West End and downtown, as well as older brick and wood residential buildings.
On receipt of the report, the next step would be to actually come up with a plan for how we can approach these risks in a sensible, measured way, recognizing that we already do have a bit of a crisis with housing and housing affordability, and this is not an inexpensive undertaking. And obviously, if we want to replace high-risk seismic buildings, it's going to cost a lot of money, and it's going to take some time.
While this retrofitting process is still in the works, Councillor Fry says it will be important to secure funding from the provincial and federal governments as they map out a seismic risk reduction strategy in the future.
It's a complicated undertaking, and I hope that this also informs, conversations not just here in the city of Vancouver, but with the region, with the province, and of course with the federal government, because it is going to need an all-hands-on-deck approach, especially when we're talking about private property.
Hobbs also stated that while the numbers the report has outlined are, quote, doom and gloom, the odds of a large earthquake hitting the city within the next 50 years is around 5%. This report will be brought to Vancouver City Council in their next meeting on Tuesday. In Vancouver, Joe Sadowski, City News.